Hello, my name is Courtney and I'm here to give a brief overview on the ASQ questionnaire video that I observed. So the child that I observed was 30 months of age, meaning I used the ASQ 3 questionnaire to fill out. In the video, they appeared to be in a therapy room. It was just a couch and then there was a table where the child sat across from the person conducting the ASQ. No other children were around. There were no other activities going on in the environment. There were some toys on the table, but I believe they were there to keep the child at the table and engaged in the ASQ. As for discussing some of the sections that were completed in the video, only 2 sections were completed, which were the communication and gross motor sections. And some of the tasks, I'm just going to list some of the tasks that were there. In the communication section, the child was required to point to a picture of a ball or any kind of simple thing like a cat, a cup, or a hat, and ask your child, what is this? And can they name a picture correctly? Another one is, without giving the child any gestures or cues, can your child carry out at least 3 of these directions? Some of the directions were put a toy on the table, close the door, find your coat, take my hand, get your book, and so on. That was just some of the tasks for the communication section. For the gross motor section, some tasks include, does your child run fairly well and stops herself without bumping into things? Does your child either walk up or down at least 2 steps by himself or herself? He can hold on to the rail, which helps. And another one is, without holding on to anything for support, does your child kick a ball by swinging his leg or her leg? Those are just some of the tasks that were there. So as for how the child did on the questionnaire, on the communication section, she scored 60, meaning she received full credit for all tasks completed, for all the tasks she completed. As for the gross motor section, she scored a 50. She struggled with the last task, which was, does your child stand on 1 foot for about 1 second without holding on to anything, like with no support? She could not do that, so therefore she didn't receive credit for it, meaning she scored the 50. This overall, based on the 2 sections, the child scored within range of her normal age peers, her school age peers, excuse me. There are no real concerns I have for her. She did well, generally well, on the 2 sections that she completed according to the video. And if I had any recommendations to give, maybe it would be to work on her balancing skills, like during physical activities that she does at home, or have her parents maybe watch for any signs of delays in her physical development. As for like how she behaved during the ASQ, how the child behaved, she seemed compliant and open to completing the tasks. She seemed a little shy at first because, maybe the person conducting the ASQ with her was a stranger. I'm not sure. But she generally seemed open to doing the task. She was compliant. I think she ended up enjoying it after a while. As for her interest and engagement level, I think she was pretty engaged in what was going on because she did complete the tasks with ease, almost, I should say. She had a difficult time completing that last task in the gross motor section, and I'm not sure if that's due to her understanding, but she did attempt it with effort. She did try, but she was not able to complete it. She was not as easily distracted as most kids can be seen or would be seen. She completed all the tasks. It did not take too long. As for her age, I think she wasn't too distracted. But then again, there wasn't much going on in the environment. They were in a room, and it was just those 2, the person conducting the ASQ and the child, and maybe the camera recorder. But other than that, she did well. She was compliant, and she had a openness to completing this ASQ. I have nothing more to say. Thank you for your time.